I almost lost faith in my vision. There's been so many times in the pursuit of this online income, in the pursuit of this success that I've been working so hard for, that I almost lost faith and I almost gave up. There's been so many times when I'm building my agencies and it gets really fucking hard. And you're not making any money for such a long time and you're thinking, what if I just gave this up and I just got a job? This happened to me, I think 2 weeks ago now. So these thoughts, they never fucking go away. You just have to learn how to live with them and not give in to them when they come. No matter how much you're making, no matter how deep into the space you are, the thoughts, they never fucking go away. The doubts, they never go away. Now, I found out why I started thinking that and why those negative thoughts crept into my mind, and it's because of my environment. Everyone around me is working a job and they all seem to be content with it. Now that's a fucking trap, because regardless of if they feel content with their job, if I was to go and get myself a job, I would not feel content, because there's a reason that God gave me the vision that He gave me and the desire to pursue this 100k month, pursue this big fucking agency, big fucking consulting business that I want to build. And that's because I wouldn't be able to work a normal job or live a normal life. God doesn't give these types of ambitions to everyone. That's why the people around me, my siblings, my fucking family, my friends, that's why a lot of them, they just work normal jobs, because they don't have the desire to build something bigger than that. And they're content with that. And there's literally nothing wrong with that. It just means that their path is not my path. So how do you deal with these thoughts of wanting to give up and wanting to just take the easy route? Because when you're resisting taking the easy route, you're literally fighting your human nature. That's why it's so hard. If you look at any escalator and if you go to any train station and you look at the escalator and then you look at the staircase, there's going to be a queue for the escalator and nobody on the staircase. That's literally because human brains are wired to take the easy route. Now in our situation, the easy route would be just getting a job, right? Earning 2, 3, 4k a month and calling it a day. But we have ambitions and we have goals. So we have to fight our human nature in order to achieve the life that we want to fucking live. So in a way, you are your own worst enemy. So how do you get to a point where you can resist your human nature? Now business gets hard, and I've been through some hard fucking months, hard fucking days. And the only reason you get through it and you continue with this path is by having a big enough reason why. I realized that when I was speaking to one of my cousins, and he's not in the business space, but he has a fucked up life. He is the sole carer for both of his parents. Therefore, he has to work a job to provide for both of them. If he misses 1 week of working, he doesn't get paid for that 1 week. And then he can't pay the rent. So his back is against the wall and he is forced to work this job. Now the problem there is that he is ambitious too. If he was content with that job, his life would be fine. The problem is that he's also ambitious. So that is the greatest form of fucking torture. You have ambitions, you have goals, but you can't work towards them because your situation is so fucked up. And I asked him, like, what is it that keeps you going? Because he's still trying to make this business stuff work. And I asked him, what is it that keeps you going? And he said, I think it's my reason why. I asked him, what is your reason why? He told me it's because he is all his parents have. That's why he's able to look after them in such a good way, especially when he has no time, he has no money, he has nothing going for him. But the reason why his parents relying on him and him being all they have is why he can keep trying so hard, keep going to work every single day and keep going to work every single day and working 9, 10, 11 hour shifts. keep trying this business stuff even when it's not working out. So what is your reason why? When you first thought of these goals and you first got into this business space and you first started watching these types of videos, what was it that brought you into this? What was the reason why you wanted more? Because a comfortable life would have been just getting a job and earning 3k a month. You can pay your rent, you can have a couple kids. Your family would be happy. A lot of our parents would be fucking over the moon if we just got jobs and lived a content, normal life. And we had no more stress in our lives and no more dry months and then big months. Nothing. Just consistency. Because it sounds good. And for most people it is fucking good. It's like low cortisol, why the hell not? But for us, personally, I think I'd kill myself. I don't know about you though. For us, it's not the path. God gave us a different path, and we must actualize the path that God willed for us. The way you actualize it is by getting through hardships. Because there are 3 pillars of success: focus, patience, and frustration tolerance. Focus is self-explanatory. If you keep switching business models, if you keep doing bullshit while you're meant to be working, you're never going to make it. Patience, self-explanatory. It takes a long fucking time to get anything off the ground, especially when you're an entrepreneur and you're starting from zero. And frustration tolerance. Frustration tolerance is probably the biggest one, because there might be 1,000 people that start businesses, 980 of them aren't going to be able to put up with the frustration. Because there's going to be hard fucking days, there's going to be hard fucking months, hard fucking years. The only thing that's going to make you tolerate that frustration is having a big enough reason why. Now that's as important as being one of the 3 pillars of success: focus, patience, and frustration tolerance. So if you have your focus down, you have your patience down, do you have your frustration tolerance down? Do you have a big enough reason why? Do you even know the reason why you're doing all of this? Because that's the only thing that's going to get you through those incredibly difficult times. My cousin, the only reason he can keep going and keep trying is because he knows that he is all his parents have. That is a huge fucking reason why. And that's what kept him going for around 8 years now. 8 fucking years of hardship, and he's still going. Just because of this reason why. Most guys give up in like 3 weeks. So what is your reason why? Identify that and then hone in on it. Remind yourself of it every single day. Every time it gets hard, remind yourself why you're here and why you're doing this. God called us for this path. We aren't average people. It's a blessing and a curse, but it's just a path that was laid out for us, and we must actualize it. So identify your reason why, and then hone in on it and remind yourself of it every single day.